Life is a miracle. The idea that a living organism, one capable of the essential tasks of self-replication and genetic mutation, could have sprung forth from primordial inorganic material may seem implausible to a layperson. But it is even more inexplicable to scientists. After nearly a century of trying to fashion a plausible theory for how life could have originated spontaneously, science has made very little progress. This is understandable. The simplest living organism we know is the cell. Even the simplest cells need DNA and proteins kept together inside a membrane. A protein is made up of a long string of 20 or so types of amino acids, which must be in an exact order. For a protein of average length, the chances of it spontaneously arranging itself would be 1 in 10 to the 260th power, a number that's greater than the number of atoms in the universe. And that would only result in one protein of the hundreds of thousands in a typical cell. And it would not address the need for DNA to replicate the proteins, or a cell membrane to hold it all together. As Bill Bryson put it, in A Short History of Nearly Everything, it is rather as if all the ingredients in your kitchen somehow got together and baked themselves into a cake. But a cake that could moreover divide when necessary to produce more cakes. It is little wonder that we call it the miracle of life. It is also little wonder that we have barely begun to understand it. Another proof that life is a miracle. From all we know, a living organism was generated from inorganic materials only once, in 4 billion years. Also miraculous is that we find ourselves living on a planet situated so that we get enough light and heat from a friendly sun, enough clean water from a natural evaporation and precipitation system, and enough nutritious fuel to enable our species to survive through countless trials and catastrophes over millions of years. Another miracle for at least our generation. We have all been born well into the scientific age, resulting in more food, vastly improved healthcare, longer lifespans, instant access to encyclopedic information, and a greatly enhanced chance to thrive. Given how lucky we are to be alive, and to be able to experience the many things around us that are beautiful and extraordinary, I think it is fair to say that our lives are enchanted. In fact, viewed through the prism of life as miraculous, the most mundane or somber elements of our lives can be celebrated as exceptional. So, I want to try to live in a way that celebrates that luck and infuses some of that enchantment into every day. I admit that, in the often painful reality of day-to-day existence, it isn't always easy to feel the magic. During these times of uncertainty and fear in a world overtaken by a pandemic, accompanied by horrific racial and social injustices, it is difficult to see the light at the end of the tunnel. While there are many things that must be done to begin to address these issues, taking the time to make ourselves well through art, creativity, and self-expression is a powerful healing tool that can help give us the strength to continue on. We so often wait, striving for moments of high magic to inspire us, but life is full of common enchantment waiting for our alchemist eyes to notice. That's why I believe it's important to bring a sense of playfulness, wonder, and enchantment to the things we use to decorate ourselves and our surroundings. The food we eat and drink, and the gifts that we give to others. I also believe that by focusing on what is enchanting to us personally, we can more easily put aside what others think of us or the things we value. I hope my work will inspire others to adopt enchantment as a lifestyle too.